Welcome back to Psychotronic Coast to Coast. We just finished watching Christmas Evil from 1980, and I liked it. Spoiler alert. Anyway, I couldn't help it. I just had to get that out. This is part of our winter program that we decided to do, along with the Silent Night, Deadly Night films. We decided to do a couple of double bills. One of which was Christmas Evil, a film directed by Lewis Jackson. I had to remind myself who his name was. Excuse me, sorry. And along for the ride, as usual, is my co-host, Owen Neal. Owen, how are you, sir?
I'm good. This one's been on my list for years. I've just never gotten around to it.
Ditto. It's always like, I don't know, I'll watch it at some point, years later. Finally watching it. Forced myself into watching it for a podcast, so. Man, sorry, there's a frog in my throat. Why don't you take us through it?
Alright. It starts out, we see some children and their mom waiting for Santa Claus, and he pops down the chimney and he's putting gifts down, and he notices them and touches his nose and seemingly warps back up the chimney. The kids go to bed all excited, although one of them just says it's Dad. So the other one sneaks back downstairs, and what's he see? Santa Claus seemingly eating his mom out, doing some oral sex on her.
Yep.
And it fucks him up.
Severely. Yeah.
Because then you cut to he's an adult. He's got he wears pajamas that looks like a Santa suit. He's got creepy dolls all over his house. His walls are covered with things of Santa Claus. He spies on all the kids in the neighborhood and writes down if they're good or bad. And
he's spying on them like a little creeper with like a telescope and like looking in their windows and shit, and sees little Timmy or whatever looking at a penthouse, cutting out the centerfold to like pin on his wall or do whatever he's gonna do with. Weirdo. Even as a kid, I'm like, why didn't you just leave it in the magazine full of other nude photos? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You ruined the other photos on the other side, you jackass.
He wants to spunk on it without clogging up the rest of the magazine.
Whatever. That's what tissues are for, man.
It's not the same.
It's not the same as jizzing on the magazine itself. Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's obviously not right in the head. He works at a toy store or a toy factory where he kind of starts seeing that people just don't give a shit. They're like, I want to get out of here for Christmas, take my shift, and like it's just a job. Not. He's like, don't you want to make children happy? And they're like, bah, fuck off.
Whatever. It's just a job to these people.
He ends up at a Christmas party where he meets the owners and stuff, and they're all rich pieces of garbage who clearly do not give a shit about poor quality toys and or if the kids are happy. It's just all about that profit.
Yep. Typical.
And so you kind of see more and more of his house. This is quite a build up till like the middle of the movie. So.
Yeah, the movie's definitely. I was warned it was a slow burn, and it was definitely a slow burn. Thanks to the person who warned me, so that I'm less annoyed by it when I know what I'm getting into. I was not expecting it to be a slow burn. This is 1980. This is right after Halloween, right? So.
Yeah, I mean it's not a bad slow burn. It really sets up. Like as you see more and more of his house, it goes from like just a lot of Christmas decorations to like headless dolls and doll heads everywhere. Like you just really start seeing like the fucked up shit start showing up the more crazy he gets.
Yeah, and it's slowly revealed like as his sanity peels away, it peels away for us too. We start seeing more and more of this fucked up world through his worldview. It's kind of cool. I actually, that's part of the things I dug about it, is that it took its time to set up. Here's the character. He had this traumatic event. related to Christmas, and he's kind of fucked in the head from it. And things are not going well for him. He's having a hard time with social things, and it's slowly, and you see it slowly affecting him, you know?
Yeah, and he's building, you see him build his Santa suit. He's sewing it together,
Yeah.
which I will say, I haven't seen every Killer Santa movie, but so far this is probably the best Santa suit.
I have seen a lot. I've read up a lot on Santa killer movies. I've been interested in the genre for a while, but I've never dipped my toes in until now, right? And this is regarded as one of the finest Santa suits. So I think that still stands. Krampus had a pretty cool like Santa style suit, but you know, not quite the same thing.
And he went as far as having like a really nice beard they actually glued on.
Oh yeah, I mean like full, and it's not just like your typical fake white fur, like trims on the red jacket. It's actually like real animal fur. It's like white mink fur. It's probably still fake, but I mean it looks more real than just like the bleach white fur you normally see, right? It looks more natural, I should say. So I appreciate the details like that. It looks more like accurate to the folklore. Oh,
so let's jump to him finally being on his full craziness. So he painted a sleigh on the side of his white van, which made me laugh because he has a white van.
Yes, he did.
Painted a sleigh on it. And he shows up at a church, and all the rich people come out, and they're all dicks. Wait, before that, he kind of goes to all the people, the kids. He's been writing stuff down. He's going to their house and giving them gifts.
Yeah, he's like breaking into people's houses and shit, and putting gifts under their tree.
And he almost grabs the naughty kid that was looking at the penthouse, but his mom grabs him first, and then slaps him, sticks him in the car, and they drive away. So he doesn't actually ever kill any children.
Which is good, because he makes him more sympathetic as a character.
But he wanted to kill that one.
Oh, absolutely.
That kid had a pretty long page of naughty stuff.
Yeah, he did a lot of... He's a troublemaker. But, you know, it's probably because his parents are just terrible at their job. Generally how that works.
He did give one household a bunch of broken toys, but I don't think the kids were bad. I think he's just fucked up and takes heads off everything. So
I think he's just a little twisted.
But so he's at the church, and the rich people come out, and of course they're rich, so obviously they're gonna just be straight up assholes to this guy in the Santa suit. And he pulls a toy out. It's like a little wooden soldier, and he has a knife sticking straight out. It wasn't even bayonet, it was like a sword.
Oh, was it? I thought it was a gun with a bayonet on the end of it.
No, it just looked like a sword to me.
Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Regardless, it was a soldier with a pointy end, and the pointy end went into someone's eye in a very gory fashion. Very satisfying crunch and noise to it, spurt to the eye gouge. I was very pleased. I am a connoisseur of eye gouge of scenes, and I'd say that was not very realistic, but very satisfying sounding.
That's a strange thing to say.
Hey, well, whatever. There's a lot worse things you could be.
I scour the internet for eyes being poked out in movies.
No. I'm just like, I collect them in my brain, like the scenes, you know. Of course, Zombie set that off. That was like 10 years ago. We should do that movie, too. Anyway.
But
it wouldn't be an episode of Psychotronic Coast to Coast without me saying, oh, we should do that movie in this movie, so...
Fuck this review. Let's go watch that movie now.
No, that's not what I mean, of course. Just saying, it's another one should just add to the list. Someone should be making a list, a viewer who actually likes our show. The one guy or gal who watches us every week. Hi, we love you, by the way.
Good luck finding that.
I know. We love you, by the way, just so we're clear.
Yeah, we need comments on the videos, man.
Yeah, please leave a comment. Even if it's just like, oh, I really love this movie. There have been a few of you. We thank you, but come on. Leave some comments.
Pretty sparse once in a while.
I mean, we do watch some pretty obscure films.
But yeah, so first seems
cut that out of the fucking audio version.
Begging for comments.
Yeah, it's like let's get the attention whoring shit out of the way. out of the audio version.
Where was it? Yeah. So at first it's like oh, he's gonna use toys, but then he just pulls out a hatchet and starts just bopping people on the head,
Yeah.
which I didn't realize until the far out shot that he like killed 3 people, because it's just like really close, because you said they were like reinserted, so they weren't the same quality.
Yeah, they're clearly inserts from another source,
and they're like the most gingerly like taps on the head with the axe, like boop. So I just thought he hit the same guy 3 or 4 times in the head, but then when they cut out, it's just like 3 dead guys, which I believe they all were at that Christmas party being like, "Rah, profit."
Yes. That is correct.
And then he just gets in his van and just speeds away, which is hilarious, where he's just like weirdly running to the van and just speeding away with all the people just like, what?
Yeah, they were just so confused, like, what the fuck just happened? It's pretty awesome. I did like to point out real quick that the movie is called You Better Watch Out in its original form. Well, the director originally wanted to call it You Better Watch Out, but I guess the distributors wanted to call it Christmas Evil, which, by the way, was a better title. But the movie is called You Better Watch Out in this form, just on the film itself, which is kind of nice.
You Better Watch Out is a great title.
Yeah, I agree. Christmas Evil 2, You Better Watch Out would be a great sequel. I'm just saying.
Did they even like play that song in the movie? There were some Christmas songs in it.
I didn't stick through the whole credits. Maybe during the credits.
Because
the melody had to have played at some point, right?
I mean, there were some that had lyrics, but
yeah, there's a lot without lyrics actually.
So I'm not gonna remember everything it remembers here. That's what? Not gonna remember everything that happened.
I'm not gonna remember everything that remembers here. What? What was that? I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
That was great.
But we're gonna go. He breaks into another house, puts in some gifts, and then he goes upstairs and starts smothering a guy in bed.
His coworker. It was a coworker that was giving him some shit at work at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, with his bag of toys.
His coworker was a cunt, so you're like, yeah, smother that bitch.
Realizing it's not killing him.
He's thrashing about.
Luckily,
it's gonna take too long. Yeah.
Luckily, they have a fucking Christmas tree in their bedroom, and he takes the star off it and slits his throat with it.
And he rolls over onto his wife, who's asleep on. They have 2 separate beds. I assume probably because they have different. Like, this is the 1980s. There's no Serta sleep beds and shit, and these people are working class people. They couldn't afford this anyway. And especially not in the 80s. But they have 2 separate beds, I imagine, because different softnesses or whatever, right? Maybe he thrashes in his sleep or something.
I'm going to imagine that he pisses the bed every night.
Well, in reality, it's probably they just had 2 fucking twin beds and like, shit, just shove them together and put them in the same sheets and we'll just go with it. You know? The poor people, man, they do that sometimes. You gotta do what you gotta do. In fact, wait a minute. Didn't they do the same thing in Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, which we watched earlier? Before this recording? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was... No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, the one time there's a bed in there, it's like 2 twin beds shoved together. Anyway, it's not important. I'm sorry.
It's very important.
I just got sidetracked.
I'm a connoisseur of beds being pushed together.
Ah! Oh, God. That's terrible.
But
yeah.
So now he's on the run. He goes to another party which has a ridiculous amount of blow molds.
Before all this, I'd like to point out he went to the insane asylum that he saw on TV he wanted to give all the special needs kids presents. They used the word retard in the film. I just didn't want to use that for the review. To be clear. And so, but I guess they won't let him go in or whatever, so he just goes insane outside slowly a little bit.
No, he gives one gift to the guard, and he goes in, and then everyone comes out, and they take all the gifts.
Then between the time
he was just being
like
a good thing.
Ho ho ho! Oh, Merry Christmas! You're like, what the fuck's happening here? Oh my God!
And these are all toys he stole from where he works.
Yeah, of course. Well, he didn't steal. No, he didn't steal them. He
He
bootlegged
stole
them.
them.
Okay. He stole the ones, but then he made bootleg copies of them all.
No, he went back to like to the same place just like the next day and stole a bunch more.
Oh, I thought it was implied that he was making copies.
No, it's the same one. He turned on the assembly line, but it was all the. It was where he worked.
I must have missed that. I apologize.
Yeah. So now he's at this other party, and there's now it must be a news out that there's a killer Santa, and but all the kids run over to him and he gives them gifts, and then one of the dads pulls out a switchblade. He's gonna kill him, but his daughter like steals the knife from him and gives it to Santa.
Yeah, like he gets knocked down and the fucking knife gets like away from him, and his daughter picks up the knife and brings it to evil Santa.
So then he just starts running away, and for some reason the woman decides to poke him with her brooch pin, which
God.
I don't know why he didn't just shank her there, but he just ran.
I don't know. He just because he dropped the knife and ran.
He seemed surprised.
The knife is out of his hand at that point. He dropped it.
He was as surprised as Stuntman Mike. There's a reference for you.
There's a reference for you.
The shock.
Jesus. So yeah.
Yeah. So those parents straight up mob, like just torches in the air out of like nowhere.
Like straight up get like torches going and everything in the middle of fucking modern city. No, mobs usually have like machetes and like and bats and shit. Like,
but he speeds away in his van barely. Goes to his brother's house, and brother's like, "I knew it was you." His brother just starts straight up choking him.
Yeah, and nearly fucking kills him.
I think he believed he killed him,
Yeah,
dragged him out, threw him in the van, which I didn't know what his plan was. Just be like, I don't. He must have just been dead in the van.
Yeah, I think he just showed it's not on him. Basically, I think was the idea.
I thought it would have been pretty easy just to call the cops and be like, he tried to kill me and I strangled him to death.
But I gotta halt the review for a second and say, excuse me, this man, this feeble motherfucker, carries somebody who's probably 200, 230 pounds. You know, dead fucking weight, like 4 sacks of potatoes, just carries him like nothing, out the door, down his walkway, and puts him into the car with no haphazard. Hold on, I'm sorry. We all know what happens when anyone tries to do anything kind of shady. Everything that goes wrong will go wrong. You try to put him in, and his right foot will get hooked on the fucking door, and you can't get him situated right. So you have to take him out, and you have to and you know, like, come on, are you fucking kidding me? Incredulous. I was incredulous during the movie. Like, you couldn't fucking do that. I just was saving my rant for the move for this.
Yeah. So now he's sitting in the van. Brothers kind of doesn't know what to do, and then my favorite part of the movie. Very slowly, the guy wakes up. Slowly makes a fist. Boom. Punches brother in the fucking face and drives away.
Brother's just like, what's going? Just like looking at the ground, that's like freaking out because he's trying to figure out what to do and doesn't even see it. Just sucker, straight, just like boop, like that, done.
His brother couldn't have lived too far away because the mob is there as he's driving away. Mm-hmm. The brother runs down the road chasing him, falls down a hill, which I want to point out was really bad fake like sheets of snow. Like
it was lots of crappy soap. Use a soap.
No, it was like what's that called?
Oh, you mean it's the carpet?
It was
stuff,
like
right?
Yeah, it was like stuffing, like sheets of stuffing. And yeah, when he fell on the hill, it all like slid down and bunched up.
Oh, right. Now I remember that part. Right, you mentioned that and I laughed. I remember this now.
And so now the Santa guy swerves to miss the mob, which I was hoping he would run him over.
I know. I'm like, why didn't you fucking barrel through him? Fuck him.
He drives through a fence, and it looks like, oh, he's gonna crash, probably blow up and die. But no, his fucking van flies away.
No, I'm not making it up. He starts to glow and just flies into the air. He becomes Santa Claus.
That's the end of the movie.
His good deeds were to kill a bunch of people and then get away and become Santa Claus.
There's no extra scene where he's in a insane asylum, being like he imagined he flew away. No, he fucking flies away.
Yep. No, I obviously he probably crashed, and it's just kind of like metaphorical for like he got to be Santa for a brief moment before he died. But whatever, fuck that. He flew away into the moon. He flew off into the moon,
It's
by the way.
it's just about as big as what the fuck ending as Pieces.
I love Pieces. We're gonna do Pieces too. Pieces is gonna be great.
That fucking ending of Pieces
But
pisses me
but
off.
Pieces is so ridiculous all the way through, man.
Yeah, but
I think Pieces is a better movie than this. I like this movie, so Pieces
fuck
for me
the
is a
ending of
4-star,
Pieces.
4 out of 5 stars for me. But anyway,
That ending can eat a dick though.
I like this. I like this a lot. My favorite part was just the he fucking randomly just hatched some people, just like fuck you, just whap whap. That was great. Like holy shit, man, that was out of nowhere. Surprised he didn't go on hit a few more before running off. Cause they all just standing around looking like what the hell. But yeah, he just want to hate those 3 people.
I wouldn't have minded a little more killing.
Yeah, a little bit more.
I was hoping he'd kill that naughty kid.
John Waters, the famous director, says the best seasonal film of all time. I wish I had kids. I'd make them watch it every year, and if they didn't like it, they'd be punished. Fucking love that. So yeah, Lewis Jackson, the director, spent 10 years collecting the Christmas memorabilia seen in the film, and in fact, the film took nearly 10 years to complete. And yeah, obviously your favorite part is the face punch, right? Do you have like another favorite part? Anything else?
I mean, I enjoyed the movie quite a bit, but just that slow, like him making the fist, and then just the hand coming out the window punching.
And the guy's just oblivious.
And he just drives away.
My favorite part's the guy getting smothered in bed with his wife being completely oblivious because she's in the second bed right next to him, like side by side, but like she's oblivious, she's asleep, and he's.
And just like how long it takes, where you're just like, fuck,
I give up. Yeah. Oh, it's great.
And wife also, like, when he fell on her, she like was like silently screaming, like she couldn't.
Oh, because he was so heavy. He knocked the wind out of her, and she's like, so she's like suffocating almost underneath the weight of this guy. And, oh man, it's great. It's a great fucking movie.
The whole like setup's ridiculous though. Santa was on his knees kissing mom's leg, and he went fucking insane the whole rest of his life because of that. And the other brother was fine because he's like, that was just dad.
Yeah, that was just dad.
But apparently if it's Santa, it'll fuck you up.
Yeah, man, like, I wish I'd bought this on Blu-ray. I really feel bad I missed it. That's
I
that's
still
alright.
find it cheap enough.
No, it's like $50, man. Everywhere.
It shot up.
Oh yeah, I went out of print.
I know when it went out of print, it was still sort of cheap for a while.
It was $30. I didn't want to pay $30 for it.
It was like 17.
It was not 17 out of print. Nowhere was it $17.
I saw it. As soon as it went out of print, it was still cheap.
Used copy was $17.
I'll go get one right now and prove it.
Yes. Used copy you can find for $25. But you know.
I just like we both had it in like our cart, and then we didn't buy it, and the next day it was like,
I know! I was about to buy it too. I was literally the next day I got paid, I was gonna buy it, and it was gone. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? One more day, just one more fucking day." Son of a bitch. Oh well. Way it goes. I got the Synapse DVD, which is fantastic. Looks really good, by the way. Has all the same special features, so you're not really missing out. I think there's a few newer special features on the other release, but I can't be sure because I don't own it. But yeah, there's 3 commentaries on this thing. So.
Director, is he still alive?
He was at the time of this recording. I don't know if he is now.
Is there an extra where he just shows you his Santa blow mold collection?
No, but he's got storyboard sequences, comment cards, and audition tapes. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. What's your rating for this film?
I don't know. I feel like giving it a 4.
Nice. I'm gonna also give it a 4 because it's fucking great. It's a great little slasher film.
Now I'm like mad at myself for putting it off.
I know, right? I feel upset about it. So.
It could have been a yearly tradition with Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah, and now it will be. So, yeah,
I can find it for cheap.
You can get the DVD for like $17. It's brand new still.
DVD? What am I, a homeless person?
Yes.
It's true.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. Build the house out of them.
Yeah, there you go. Buy a lot of the bootleg ones so they're out of circulation and build a house out of it. There you go.
DVD house.
That's right.
I like to make jokes whenever I see people with like VHS collections. I tell them it's attic insulation VHSs.
It's funny. Funny you say that while the podcast is still recording here for some reason. The editing, the home video collective, Everything is Terrible. Are you familiar with them?
No.
They do a lot of those like video mix things with the like funny little clips from movies and stuff like that. I'll share some of the stuff with you later. But they took donations for the last however many years to get total 14,000 copies of Jerry Maguire.
Why?
Because they plan to build a pyramid out of it and then burn it in a desert.
That doesn't sound good.
Sounds amazing.
That's a lot of plastic.
It's amazing.
Killing our ozone.
They probably aren't going to burn it, but they're going to build something out of it just because they want to, because why not? And Jerry just made Jerry Maguire tapes. It's pretty cool stuff. So, yeah. Anything else to add to the Christmas Evil?
Go watch it. Damn
watch it. Skins approved.
Don't be naughty.
Yeah, otherwise, this guy will come to your house and shank you. Apparently.
Kill your parents. Just think of how many kids he fucked up.
I know, right? We were making a joke how I was making a joke how this could just be the prequel to Silent Night, Deadly Night. You just fucking that guy was the guy who attacked his parents on the road that night.
No, he wouldn't have been mean to the kids though. Plus, the parents didn't do anything. Well, he was threatening to kill the kid in Silent Night.
Oh, okay.
Get over here, you little bastard.
That's the kid's. Because it's from the kid's perspective. It's distorted by his memory.
Also, the parents aren't evil, so.
But he was killing random people too. Come on. Mostly revenge. I know, but
just dickheads.
Yeah.
It's just more of a.
No, but you know what? Screw you. It's part of this. It's part of the series. I decided. It's a prequel.
I want to also point out the fact that did we even know going in that this one was also called You Better Watch Out?
I did know.
That we just happened to watch 2 movies. Better Watch Out.
No, I did know that going in, but I did not link the two together in my brain because I didn't even think about Silent Night, Deadly Night 3 until we watched it and we were talking about how the title has really nothing to do with the movie or anything, and how it's not really part of Silent Night, Deadly Night. And then I mentioned while we're watching this that it was the same title, and I was like, holy shit, that was kind of like serendipity. That's what that is. That's what they call that. That's the official title when things like that happen. So yeah, we watched 2 movies tonight called You Better Watch Out. Huh. These will be spaced out 6 hours apart. One at 6 a.m., one at noon on Sunday. So. All right, so that's it. That's everything. We're good.
We're good.
What, are we doing double bill next week?
Possibly.
And if we do, it'll be don't open till Christmas, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well then, we'll see you guys next week for Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, The Initiation, aka Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, the other 3, or I should say. So there you go. Takes it easy. What's that?
I was just gonna say that one's fucked up.
That's fucked up? Cool. Looking forward to it. Apparently it's boring too, but we'll see. Anyway, take it easy, kids. Peace. By my mouse. There it is.